Recording in progress.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It's just after 9 p.m. Eastern and it is Tuesday, January the 9th. Thank you guys for joining. Can you guys hear me okay? Audio is all good. I was just having some issues with the mic. Hopefully it's all good. Yep, okay. Thanks guys for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. Welcome everyone on Zoom. Thank you. Josh, welcome. Sarah, welcome. Danish, thank you for joining. Welcome everybody. Mitch, thank you for joining. Mikek, thank you for joining. Lillian, thank you. Miss Pre, appreciate you. Thank you for joining on. And everybody on YouTube, you guys as well. Thank you guys for joining. Tony, thank you for joining as always. Neil, Seal, welcome guys. RS, welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Johnny, thank you. And appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for everyone for joining. Miss Raquel, thank you for joining. Okay, guys. So the plan for today, yesterday, I just want to go over yesterday. Thank you for everyone that joined yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed our webinar that we did. We'll do those from time to time. It was on support and resistance, guys. So if you want to learn a little bit more about support, resistance, uptrends, downtrends, consolidation, range trading. It was a really good, interesting education webinar. So thank you guys for who watched it and learned something new. We appreciate that as well. So yesterday I had to miss because my mom is had knee surgery, so I was in the hospital with her, and so she's recovering. So thank you for everyone that messaged. Mama's doing okay, and so we're right back into it with Live Tokyo. Okay, so thanks guys for joining. Appreciate and. Before we get started, I just want to mention what is this over here. So this platform over here, beside TradingView, this is Bookmap. I know some of you guys have been asking questions about this and interested in this. This is just live liquidity futures. Platform, which I have it on gold right now, and we're also going to do USDJPY, but I have it on gold. We'll keep it on gold. So this is the book right now. This is the entire book in the futures market. This behind us is what is called a heat map. So you can see where there was some heat in the market right here, and it turned to be some support. You can see the heat up here. It's turning into some resistance, and right now we're consolidating right in here. So these are our offers above us. COB is current order book. SVP is session volume profile. If you guys do follow volume profile right here, and below us are the bids in the market for gold. I like to use this white line when I'm reading Bookmap. This white line is, you can see right there, VWAP. It's the VWAP. It's volume weighted average price. So it's kind of like a moving average technical indicator, but it gives more information than just your traditional EMA or SMA because it incorporates volume with price. So it gives you more of a baseline as to how the market is moving. When we're above the VWAP, it's said to be at a premium, so maybe more sellers will come into the market, but that's not necessarily true always. You might see it above the VWAP and keep pushing, then we have a short squeeze in the market, and it could be squeezing shorts as the buyers keep buying up. So, and then when we're below the VWAP, it's like right over here when it broke the VWAP, gold came down to here. It's seen to be at a discount down in here, okay? And then it starts to trade above the VWAP. Whenever we're close or near the VWAP, then the market is kind of consolidating right around here. And this is the entire depth of market I'm showing you right now. And I use this indicator as well with Bookmap, this one right here. Some of you guys are familiar with this when I use it on the chart. See how it kind of doesn't give me the entire depth of market? So I have this. It's the cumulative volume delta CVD. Right now on gold, it's 154 positive. So the baseline right here is 0, and we are above the baseline. We're above the VWAP, so it could get strong up here if we continue to get some bids developing, or the offers might come in and start to sell gold down a little bit into here. So for everybody on the call, if you ever need to see the lower, like the bottom part of the depth of market, let me know. And then all I do is I click this right here, this arrow, and then it will open up our order book so you can see more, okay? Because when I have this on, the CVD indicator, you see how it cuts off here at 2031. If I open it up, then I can see some traders need to see a bigger picture. There's the 2031 is down there, but it's still right there, but it's kind of, you see how it's kind of crunched in here. Some traders like to see the full full depth of market, and then you can see maybe where the big orders are in the market. Okay, if you guys ever need, just say, Ron, can you just remove that CVD so we can see the bigger picture? No problems, but I like to keep it like this because I tend to look at everything all at once. But if there's any time that you guys need to see below this, let me know, and I'll click on this. Okay, and so that's Bookmap, guys. If you are interested in this, you can download the demo. We have a link in our description. It's free. Download the demo. You can practice with Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is exciting. All crypto is exciting right now. Everyone's awaiting maybe this ETF and things like that. So you're going to see a lot of volatility in crypto. And if you want to learn how to use Bookmap, you can learn for free with Bookmap. And if you do decide that you like this platform, then you can obviously subscribe to it. You're going to subscribe to Rhythmic and pay for this data. And then you can do Dow Jones, you can do S&P, you can do NASDAQ, you can do crude oil, you can do gold, you can do anything that you want to do in trading in the futures. Okay, and this is our traditional trading view charts. We'll do our top-down analysis. This is USDJPY. We'll get to it, and this is gold on the 5 minutes. If some of you guys are trading, if you guys are in active trades, please guys just manage and monitor them yourselves until I'm done with the complete top-down analysis. Okay, so with that being said, thank you guys for joining. If everyone can hit the like button right now, we really do appreciate it. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube, but the new year, I think we have a lot of new traders who are excited to learn because we're getting a lot of subs lately. We're getting a lot of new viewers on the stream, so maybe it's New Year's resolution and everyone wants to start fresh year, and so we want to be your full-time educators here on YouTube or in the SST if you do decide to join the entire team, and you get educated by other top traders in our group, and hopefully we can have some more coming in the near future. So guys, if you want to join the community, we'd welcome you, but if not, just give us a like on YouTube, and that's how you can support us here daily. Okay, and so let's get started. Let's go through the motions. We missed yesterday. Okay, so I want to go back to Forex Factory, just go quickly through the week. This was today. The news has already happened. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to move into tomorrow. We use kind of like a Tokyo session. We'll look at some securities, but more importantly, we're kind of getting ready for the bigger volume sessions, which are London and New York tomorrow. Okay. So what we got to see here, once we hit midnight, we roll over. It's Wednesday, January 10. For all of you guys in the UK, this is your session. This is your morning. Pre-market is 2 a.m. 3 a.m. is London market open, and it's a big session. And we have Shahab doing it in our Zoom room over here and doing really well. So shout outs to Shahab in there. And then after Dave, we got PK doing post New York's, and he just did Tokyo right before me. So shout outs to PK as well, holding it down. And then let's see. So I like to look at bigger sessions, and I like to look at bigger folders, okay, because that's where the volatility will be. So as we go through London, we don't have too much going on. We've got some French and Italian news. There is some news coming out of China over here. And then 9:15, okay, so 9:15, it's 15 minutes before Wall Street. There's a GBP folder here. So if you're trading the pound, if you're trading anything to do with the pound, you want to know about this folder. This is right before Wall Street opens, 15 minutes. It's Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks, 15 minutes right before Wall Street market opens. So if you're trading GBP JPY, if you're trading USD or GBP USD, if you're in any currency pair with the pound, make sure you are aware of this. There's going to be a little bit of volatility at 9:15, and then you're walking right into Wall Street. As we continue to move into 10 a.m. tomorrow, we've got crude oil inventories at 10:30. So if you are trading crude oil, make sure you do follow this crude oil inventories. It might make your trading a little bit fluctuate up and down here until that news is released and digested by the markets. And then going through the rest of the afternoon, not too much. Continuing to move forward. Now let's go into Thursday. So Thursday right over here. The big news that this week is waiting for is Thursday, and I'll go over Friday's earnings with you guys. So some of you guys have already done this. This might be repetitive, but that's good. I hope you guys did this, but if not, if you didn't do it, I'm here to go over this with you guys. So Thursday, this is the big day. The week is kind of waiting. There's always going to be a day or two that the market is waiting for, and it's this CPI over here. So 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, January 11. This is what you want to highlight. If you are trading, At this time, make sure you are aware of this, and most of you guys are trading at this time. 8:20 a.m. is COMEX market open. Then 10 minutes later, we've got lot of red folders coming out of the US. Number one, we've gone over this core CPI. So you guys remember what core means. The word core, what does it represent? Because we've got two of them. There's CPI month over month, and then there's CPI month, but the word core. So what does this mean? Really quickly click on your folder and you'll see right here, change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers, excluding food and energy. That's what the core means. So if you ever hear core CPI, core PMI, this is what the core means, excluding the food and energy. That's a big one, okay? Food and energy is big, but there is also a reading that doesn't involve that. Then your next one over here, your CPI month over month, you notice how it doesn't have the word core in it. So if we look at what this one is, it's the same thing, change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers. But you notice there's nothing to do with food and energy, okay? So the market likes to get two readings. It likes to get the basic reading and then the reading that involves food and energy costs, okay? And then over here we have previous 0.3%. We also have the forecast 0.3%. So I see that there's no change that they're forecasting in core CPI Thursday morning, and we'll see what the actual number is here. There's a little bit of an increase from the previous 0.1 to they're forecasting 0.2 on the basic CPI, and then the big one, CPI year over year. So these ones are monthly, but then we got the big one year over year reading. So a little bit of a forecast in an increase from 3.1, and then every single Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we have our week over week unemployment claims that we get every single Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Some of you guys are getting really used to this. And then I can see last week the number was 202,000. What are they saying for this week? They're forecasting an increase in unemployment claims of 7,000 to 209. So we'll see what the actual number comes out. And so hopefully some of you guys are learning what unemployment means. So if we have a high unemployment number, that means there's more individuals applying for unemployment. They're out of work. Is that good? Is that bad for the economy and things like that? So this is what we got to go through every single day if you're trading news and want to be prepared for where the volatility is. So if you are trading in here, again, risk management, reduce your risk because there could be some volatility, there could be some spikes in the market, there could be some fake outs, there could be liquidity grabs. Another thing to do when you're trading this is if you're not in a trade, then just be aware, be a spectator, watch what's happening, look for your support areas, look for your resistance areas, look for your critical higher time frame areas, see if they're taking out pending orders, if it's like a stop loss hunt. Try to follow the move of the market once the news is released. Okay, so here, this is where you want to reduce your risk when you're trading in this, okay, until the market settles down. And then continue to move. Then we got some, we'll come back for Thursday night. We've got some Japanese news. We've got some Chinese news because this is the Tokyo Asian session. So if you are trading anything to do with those securities, that's when you want to focus on those. And then finally, guys, Friday, end of the week. Lots of GBP UK folders pre-London 2 a.m. We've got GDP, gross domestic product, month over month for UK. We've got construction output, goods trade balance, index of services, industrial production, manufacturing production. So a lot going on. And it's all pre-London, 1 hour before, and then 3 a.m. London will open up, okay? So that will affect the pound when you guys are trading it. And Shahab starts 2:30 a.m. Eastern, and hopefully you guys can grab some pips with Shahab in that session. And then as we go into Friday, 8:30, we've got two here. Again, core PPI, month over month, what we just talked about. And then there's the basic PPI month over month. So there's your last week's previous, last month previous, they're forecasting. And again, if you don't understand what the core means, just click on the folder and it's real simple right here. Change in price of finished goods and services sold by producers. So this is different. This is not anything to do with consumers. This is now producers. And the core excluding food and energy. So make sure we understand core means it's excluding food and energy. And then the other one is the one PPI month over month, and it doesn't use the word core. Click on it. What is it? Change in price of finished goods and services sold by producers. And then you see how it's not including the the food and energy. Okay, so that's the only difference in these. Okay, and that's our news this week, and we'll prepare for next week as we go on. Okay, so earnings. Now we're continuing for earnings. So let's go to our calendar. This is earnings whispers. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I can see that there's nothing pre-market. There's 2 after close. I can see Thursday we've got 4 pre-market, 2 after close. I'm really concerned about this day, Friday the 12th, before open 9. So remember what I said. I trade US 30. I trade the Dow Jones. I'm really going to be dialed in on this day, and I'll tell you why. So let's just go over to Wednesday real quick. And there's nothing pre-market. So our 2 corporations that are reporting after hours, 4:10 p.m. Eastern, 4:15. This is when Wall Street closes. Carlos, welcome, bro. Guys, let's give Carlos a big shout out. Efren, shout out to you. Thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. Shout outs to the old school snipers here. Over here, okay, so let's continue moving. We don't have much going on, and then we move into Thursday. So Thursday, here's pre-market. You can see pre-market, 8:25 a.m. These are all before open. Is there any companies, corporations that you know that you trade? So you can trade options on these companies. These companies might be inside the index that you trade, the S&P, NASDAQ, maybe US 30. These companies, I'm not really too focused on these ones. I'm going into Friday because Friday pre-market are the big boys. Okay, so right here, 7 a.m., JP Morgan Chase. I trade US 30. So US 30 is comprised of banks. I really want to watch what's going on here. Okay, so the growth is negative. Their earnings per share is 364. Their revenue is almost 36 billion. We'll see the actual numbers, but more so than just the numbers. Remember, forward guidance. If you get a chance to listen to what they're saying, what they're forecasting, especially JP Morgan, the big banks, what are they forecasting for the next quarter? Are they forecasting? Do they see growth? Everything. What are they going to talk about with interest rates and all of these things? So investors, swing traders, they look for more of forward guidance because these numbers might be baked in. We'll see a little bit fluctuation, you and I, like as scalpers, but the bigger moves might be made after when there's a conference call and listening to what is going on, what they're predicting for the future. Then you might see some bigger moves, okay? This is a big one too, Delta Airlines. This one is the one that I'm going to be really focused on because if you trade Dow Jones, right here, United Health Group, this one UNH, this one comprises about 9, 10, sometimes 12% of the entire Dow Jones index. Dow comprised of 30 companies, corporations. UNH, United Health Group, is, let's say, 10% for argument's sake. 10%, 1/10 of the entire US 30. This company holds 10% of it. Okay, so when we're trading Dow, make sure you watch this. 5:55 a.m. Eastern. Okay, this is a big one. United Health Group, Bank of America Corporation. I'm sure you guys have heard of BAC. Okay, you guys don't have to live in the USA to know about this. You can live anywhere in the world, and I'm hopefully you guys have heard of Bank of America Corporation. So BlackRock, how many of you guys have heard of BlackRock? We're all waiting. Crypto traders are waiting for BlackRock to get that ETF approved. Whenever the day is, or if it's just bullshit or whatever it is, this is the big corporation. Okay, BlackRock manages probably 12 to 14 trillion dollars of AUM, assets under management. They're bigger than most nations on this entire planet. Like this is a big one. You got USA, you got China, and then used to be third was Germany. Now you got BlackRock. BlackRock has taken over third spot in the world for nations. Like this is just an investment firm. Like this is how powerful this corporation is. They're at 6:15 a.m. Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Bank of New York Mellon. Okay, so there's some big earnings. Okay, and this is all pre-market Friday. So when I talk about risk management, guys, please, do you understand what I'm saying? Hit the likes, guys, if you know what I'm talking about. I like to take my time and prepare for this, okay? I know everyone is excited, wants to get right into scalping, but this, guys, if you don't know about this and you overlook this, this could mean you could make good profits, or you could give everything back and you're scratching your head wondering why there was a huge bearish candle or there was a big bullish candle and you're on the other end of trading and you have no idea what's going on. So make sure you navigate through this properly. You might have to allow, when there's a big thunderstorm coming and there's a big storm, maybe just let the storm come through. Even if you don't trade, it's okay. Watch what's going on, figure out those supporting areas, figure out those resistance areas, figure out where the liquidity grabs are, then trade after. Once all of these big corporations release their earnings, there could be a really, really good trading right after. You don't necessarily have to trade right when they release information, because there might be a lot of volatility at that time. Okay, so just make note of these times. Sometimes if you don't trade anything, these things are all done by 8 a.m. and then we move right into Wall Street, and these have already had their earnings. But you can see, guys, we've got big banks and we've got United Health Group. I just talked about that. We've got JP Morgan, Bank of America, BlackRock, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Bank of New York Mellon. So lots going on. That's Friday morning, guys. Okay, so use this website. It's a free website. It's earningswhispers.com. Forex Factory is another good one. They're just free, so I like free stuff. Anything I can get for free, I like it. So they're free. Moving forward, guys, so I don't want to spend the entire call just on earnings and news, but it's part of being a versatile trader. You want to brush up on your technical skills. That's price action. You want to brush up on your fundamental economic skills too. That's learning who's reporting, when, where, news, things like that. And then also what we touch up on here at SST is also psychology of the markets, risk management, and things like that. So once you put all those things together, you're setting yourself up to be an all-around successful trader. And you got to be good in all pillars. You cannot just be good in fundamentals and be a good trader, in my opinion. You can't just be good in price action and technicals and be a good trader. You can't just be good in risk management and not know anything about technicals, fundamentals, or the psychology of the markets. You have to know a little bit of everything in each one of those pillars, and then you're ready for the markets. That's my opinion. Okay, so we're going to get traders that say, Ron, you're completely wrong, you don't need fundamentals to be a good trader. Again, that's just my opinion. Don't come at me or anything like that. I'm just stating my personal opinion. I have been trading when I first started where I didn't pay attention to these corporations' earnings. I didn't pay attention to red folders. I was just trading candles. And that's when I lost a lot of money, because I was not paying attention to this. It was when I first started trading when I was very, very young. I was naive to this. I thought just learning a candlestick was going to make you money, and I was completely wrong about that. So I'm talking from personal experience. Whether you believe me or not, that's up to you to decide in these markets or find out. So trade news, trade high volatility, and you be the judge of it yourself. Okay, I'm just stating what I went through to get where I am in the market. So I'm telling you guys, this is really, really important stuff. And then when you really want to take your Forex trading to the next level and learn how to trade options, this is where we dissect this company. So we go into United Health, we see their actual balance sheet, we read what they're doing, and then we can buy puts and calls, leaps for upcoming earnings, or if you want to flip some options, you want to scalp them day by day or week by week, we can teach you how to do that as well. Okay, but that takes a little bit more focus because there's a lot to go into that, because you're learning all about IV, implied volatility, you're learning about delta, you're learning about expiry dates. It's not just trading a bullish and bearish candle at a support area. It's a little bit more goes into it. Okay, so we will be getting more into that when we're ready. And over here, Discord, guys, this is our SST Discord signal channel. This comes provided if you join SST, the membership that gives you all of the live sessions, all of the education. You do get the signals, and you do get to be part of our Discord community. If you just want signals alone, there is traders that just want signals alone. It's $1 a day. You can join the signals alone. I believe that it's better if you join the Discord community with all of the snipers, and you get all of the live sessions in London with Shahab and Dave in New York, and PK in New York, and Tokyo with me, and the whole entire team with all of the education indication. So, but this is how they come. I just want to review today a gold sell. So right over here, let's just go to the gold sell, how it came out. It was generated right here. Right here, sell gold at, it came out 945, 2035. Suggested stop loss 50 pips, take suggested 100 pips. Okay, but it comes with a chart, so we really have to focus on the chart. So this is kind of when signals came out, 15 minutes. We're kind of watching this area below 2035 over here. This is what we want to watch. If some volume can come back down and close below here, and maybe if there's a pullback, you know how we do trading live with you guys. If there's a resistance red box right up here, maybe it pulls back. But also if a body closes below there, we still got to focus on that, because we got to judge the size of the wick. It could be an ignited bar ready to go down. We can maybe get ready to short. We can wait for it to assume it's going to come up green to about 50%, or up here maybe see it go down. So there's a lot that's why we take our time to really just show how signals work. You don't want to just take a sell just because you get a signal, because you really got to watch how it's developing. And if you watch this one, it started to break down a little bit, like over here. See, there's the body that closed. There's the retest where it came up and got rejected. So if you're kind of in a sell anywhere here, suggested that stop loss about 50 pips. You don't have to necessarily do a 50 pip stop loss. That's just what we suggest. Some traders will learn price action, maybe place it here, but you might get stopped out. You got to know that. But if you allow this thing to potentially break down, and with the volume, you see it came up, back down, came up, back down, more volume closing near the low, and then it starts pushing down for about 60 pips and really breaks down. Okay, here's the trade, sell right there around that 2035 area, stop loss place above, and maximizing the move. And here it comes down, come tumbling down for about 80 pips, back down to a supporting level, like right over here. If you drew like a line across, maybe you start to scale out there, because if it can break, maybe we're going to dump down into this level. But have a trailing stop loss, down with it. Okay, so that's just an example of what our SST trade signals look like with trade management and things like that. Okay, moving forward, guys, this is our free Telegram channel. Okay, it's pinned at the top of the YouTube channel. We have 100 viewers on here, so thank you guys for joining. If you're new here, I recommend that you click on this. It is a free Telegram channel. Sometimes there's free signals for you guys. There's trade breakdowns. This is our Zoom room right over here, showing our Zoom snipers in here. And there's promos, there's giveaways, there's our SST Scalper Pro and giving recaps of the day. This was our webinar that we did yesterday on support and resistance. So I provided the link in here for you guys to watch. So you could have watched it live with us. So that's why, guys, it's important to join this free community. This is where we give back. There's news, there's our schedules, there's all kinds of things that go on here. So highly recommend that you guys do get involved and join this free community. This is our website here if you would like to join the team. This is our Instagram right over here, and our YouTube channel. So if you click on our Instagram, guys, give us a like, give us a follow. This is SST's Instagram. This is me, guys, if you want to follow Sniper Ronnie FX, and Dave is right here. Guys, do you guys need help passing a funded account? If you guys need, there's this trade passing right here. Go to tradepassing.com, and right over here, here it is, tradepassing.com. There's an offer right now. You get 50% off on their plans. You use this code FIRST50 and you can get 50% off. And we've already had snipers in our group who are giving us feedback, and they've had their accounts passed in 1 to 2 days, depending on the volume of how many people are signing up to this. But the turnaround time is really good, and they're passing accounts, and then you kind of get a live account ready to go. So this is the tradepassing.com. These are the prop firms that they're working with right now. Hopefully there's going to be more in the future. Nova Funding, Next Step Funded, Infinity Forex Funds, Fast Forex Funds, and Cortana. So this is it for guys. Just click on it. You know, they have their pricing for which account you're would like to do, and right now they have that 50% off. It's up to you guys. Like, this is just an offer from this trade passing group that we're working with them as well. So any feedback you guys have for us, let us know. And over here, sorry guys, let's get into this. Let's get into the charts, okay, guys? So we're going to do USDJPY and gold together. So welcome, guys. Yes, Carlos, UNH is going to be big for Dow Jones. You're absolutely correct about that. Um, okay, so is there any questions on YouTube, guys? Are we good to go? What about after passing? After passing, that's up to you. So the company trade passing passes your account for you, then it's on you. So that's why, please guys, learn how to trade, because even if you don't know how to trade, even if you have a live account, if you don't know what you're doing, if you over leverage it, you'll probably lose that account. So that's why we teach you guys proper risk management, know your daily drawdown, try for that 0.5%, 1% per day. That could be a daily goal, but that's up to you. Okay. Okay. Um, sorry, Alice, just to get back at you. If you're actually successful, why sell mentorship? Wow, great question. I am very, very successful. I don't need to sell anything, and I don't need to be here on YouTube, and I don't need to be with SST. But I choose to be here with the team because we want to really help out the community. Okay, we've been here for the last 4 years live on YouTube every single day, not getting paid, begging for likes here. But there is some traders that want to get off YouTube and join us in the Zoom because there is a delay on YouTube. There's about a 30-second delay if we're calling out trades, and they want to be part of the community. So and it is a business. We are creating businesses. We have multiple streams of revenue. I do a million things, and this is just another thing. But if you want, you can stay on YouTube. We're not begging you to join SST. There is an option, just like with anything in life. And I don't believe in free things. You know, I like free things, but you're not going to get as much value if things are free. So why I go to the gym. I just came back from the gym. Why is the gym not giving me a free membership? I can go there to the gym and say, hey, why are you guys charging me $50 a month? Why don't you give me a free membership? Because it's a business. They can give me a free membership if they want, but it's up to you. Okay, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. If you don't want to sign up, it's no sweat off my back. It's no big deal. Okay, if you think we're scamming, okay, then why is SST still growing after 5 years if we're scamming people? This is the point, guys, where I hate coming on YouTube. I honestly, guys, I can't stand YouTube for this. I really, really want to, like, I'll end this call right now on YouTube if this is how stupid it's going to get. Just watch one of our videos, guys, if you think we're scamming people. It's so funny. We're here. I just got off of 2 one-on-ones on my own time, not even charging the guys, after I came back from the hospital with my mom to help them out. And if I'm scamming, why would I go on one-on-ones out of my time and not charge people or anything like that and show our faces here every single day? The scammers are the people that hide and don't show their faces. Those are the scammers that you should be watching. Okay, I can't believe that if we're scamming by giving free education. That's ridiculous, but if that's what you see, then if that's how narrow-minded you are and that's how you think, you're not going to go very far in life. Just my opinion. But again, we get our trolls on YouTube. We know that most of you guys are paid by other groups to come on here and rattle us a little bit, but sometimes you guys need to be called out too, how stupid you guys look. Okay? No, Josh, you don't need to ban them or ignore them. I don't really give a shit, but I like to call out the donkeys. You know, once in a while you do get these donkeys that need to be called out. Okay, they run their mouth, but they run it and don't expect us to say anything. But when you call me a scammer, I'm sorry, but I have a reputation and I'm going to stand up to that. Okay, so I don't care what you guys say on there, but when you're calling me a scammer, then we got some problems. Okay. Okay, guys. USDJPY. I'm gonna leave on gold bookmap. Okay. So because I don't have anything to do with bookmap about with the yen or the US dollar, so we'll continue to leave it with gold. And let's get into this. See, this is where we lose focus, guys. Like, I've even lost focus right now. This is like real stupid, to tell you the truth. this is why I personally like to trade by myself. Everyone says, Ron, when do you trade? I like to trade by myself because of this. You lose focus. Um, but it's just YouTube, not so much the Zoom. But anyways, guys, let's get into this. Carlos, Nick highs at the all-time high. Maybe we'll throw that in, guys. We'll throw that in. Carlos, I'll have a look at that in the next few days, and maybe we'll throw it in. Okay, but let's get started with the daily on USDJPY. This is an excellent pair to trade during this time. It's really nice pair. Look at how it's developing on the daily. So we've got a big sell-off coming up here from November where it made lower lows, lower highs, this big lower low candle, and then pulled back again, lower lows, pull back, lower highs, pull back again, a new lower low. But now we're starting to build a base of support right around here, right around 141. It's building over here. So when I'm looking for my blocks, my building blocks, I'm looking for areas right over here. See that big wick that came down right there and then traded into those bodies. So again, bring this zone 141 across your chart and bring it into the future. Then I see this day, Thursday, December 28th, the end of the year was a liquidity grab. And then look at how we started the new year off. Tuesday, January 2nd with a bullish ignited candle after they grabbed the liquidity at the year end. So, and then we come back up. Where's like a pivoting point? Right here. There's a pivot in the market right over here. Again, look at the bodies and then bring it into that wick right there. So that would be red. Okay, that would be supply right over here. Right over here. It used to be green, turned into red. Are we below 50% of that big red bar? Yes, we are. Are we continuing to move it across? I hope we are. And did anybody that trades USDJPY, I'm asking you guys, did you guys do this? Because if you did, you could be in a really nice buy on the higher time frames right now. If you flip this zone from red to green, then you're going to see how it's starting to develop into support, okay? And we had the big candle that broke out of there impulsively. So, when we talk about 1 minute, 5 minute impulse candles, we can also have a daily candle here. Impulsively break out on the daily, and near the end of the day, it got rejected, and look at where it closed. It closed below that zone. And the next day, again, look at the size of the wick on the daily. It opened green, came up a little bit, and then pushed right back down. Then we got our bearish ignited candle continuing to push all the way down. And now it came all the way right back up. We got our first green bar close above this zone. It pushed out Friday for a new higher high, where up to our next area of resistance right over here. Again, here was a support level turned to red resistance. Flip your box colors and stretch it across. And bring it all the way across, because we could be trading into here this week, next week, or next month. Okay, it may consolidate in this range, but this is where we're trading right now. So key points of interest that we need to look at is this wick right here, 144.97, this area, 145, that psychological area. So we will watch that, and also what happened up here. So when we came up on Friday, it impulsively broke out of there, came back down to our green box, came back up, closed with a spin top red candle. Next day again, open green, came up, could not break this area of interest. So over here, right over here, what I'm looking at, this wick back on December 19, it pushed it right back down. It came down, broke that green box, but look at where it closed. It closed right here. Next day, red again, came down, broke the low, new lower low right over here, but came back up bullish and closed near the high as a bullish pin bar, and we're riding the momentum off of it today. So it opened red and came down there. So let's record where our low of the day is with a purple line. Okay, so that's our low of the day. Low of the day. Okay, and when we came to our low of the day, is it above the green box? Yes, it is. Now I look at my next low yesterday. It was a low. It broke this trend right here, but still coming up from here, we've got a higher low and this big 50% of this big body candle is still holding up momentum. So we are technically still in an uptrend starting the new year. So 2024, this is a bullish run for USDJPY. It's consolidating. Right now we might be flagging inside here, but today's daily candle we might be breaking, and it looks like it could be bullish coming into these wicks. But we have a long wick above us, so we'll see if it can penetrate through there. Next areas, as we came from here, we came back to where we opened and we pushed out. Where do we have a lot of bodies? Right here. There's a body, and the wick. So what am I going to place here? I'm going to place a yellow line for point of interest, for reference right here. Right there. Yellow line. And the volume is above it right now. So if it ever comes back down red, and stops like near this yellow line or comes near the yellow line, I'm going to use this as a bullish point of interest. Maybe that's where the buyers are going to come back into the market. It's just above 50% of today's current volume. So the yellow line, I'm going to call this the daily support, POI. Oh, the color was black over here. I got to change it just to white. Sorry. Okay, and same with this one. Just got to change the color here. 1 second. Okay, and so when we came up there, it continued to push bullish. That's our high of the day. So look at what we tapped into. We came right into these wicks. This wick right here, Thursday, January 4th, right here, Monday, January 8th. So our high is like right here. It's getting rejected here and here. We still have this big impulse break on Friday. So our high of the day, again, a purple line at today's high of the day. Okay. And if you're looking for like swing trades, this is how you can develop into a swing trade. You can go down to the 4-hour candles and start to see how those things are closing. Will they close above these lines? High of the day. Okay. And this is today's daily range, this purple to purple. If we continue bullish, okay, we got to break through this wick, this, and this. If we start to come up green, if it starts to go up green, I'm going to target this area, 145.45. Why this area? Because this area has a bodies of interest. The candle closed here and opened right here. So again, yellow line for another point of interest up here. And this would be a resistance point of interest up here. So this would be a daily resistance, because it is resistance if the volume has to get up there. This could be my ceiling. Daily resistance, POI. POI just means point of interest, and it depends on what time frame you're trading. So if I'm trading on the 5 minutes, if it comes up there, I want to watch this area. I'm going to use yellow. Okay. And if it continues to push, then we're targeting the top of this wick. If it can break for a new higher high, then you're trading into that big daily supply zone. It might come all the way up there. It might break further, or it gets rejected and comes back down over there. Okay, so we are currently really bullish today. So this is the area we have to watch on the lower time frame. So what will happen around this purple line area? Will it break a little bit? Will it pull back? Will we hold today's 50% of our daily yellow line here, the support, and keep driving? So I don't want to stay on the daily, but the way how it's building, we got a little bit of like a double bottom with a liquidity grab. Start of the new year, Tuesday, January the 2nd. It's been bullish. It made some nice higher highs and higher lows. It pulled back. We're still got green volume on the daily, still above this green box. And now it's building maybe for its next leg to continue to break out. So let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, so how is it moving on the 1 hour? And if you want to go to the 4 hours, go to the 4 hours. You do what you got to do. You figure out your time frame. I'm going to the 1 hours. So I can see when it dipped down here was Monday at 8 p.m. Futures market open. This is when you want to be looking to trade JPY pairs. Right over here. This is the Tokyo session, and it came up right up to there. They pushed it back down. Came back up. There's like a double top, came down, but didn't really penetrate down here. So we're coming right back up. When did we come back up? Tuesday, 9 a.m. Wall Street, 10 a.m. Big move, and we're continuing to drive up to that daily support POI. This area right here, the yellow line, it retraced right back down. We continue to push up. We got a nice bar 8 p.m. tonight. That's the futures market open, Tokyo. So it closed with volume above, and this is what we're trading. So you can see all of the hourly volume, the way how it's been consolidating in here. Look at it. In here, consolidation, consolidation, and we're consolidating right in here. So if you really want to trap the hourly area, I would make this kind of a neutral area. And what I would be watching for is, are we going to get an hourly candle? Every time it came up here, rejected. Here it came, rejected. We just came up to it right now, rejected. Is it going to go back down in the next few hours? Or is this thing going to maybe close above the high of the day up here on the 1 hour, maybe push and close above and retest this? Then maybe we're going to aim for that daily resistance POI up here. But that's for the volume to decide when it gets up there. Right now we are pushing on a little bit of an uptrend, but overall it got rejected over here hard. Okay, so there's a big supplier in the market that pushed it down. It's rotating right back up, but this might just be a counter trade coming right back up, and then they push it right back down. So if you want to draw like a Fibonacci, what I would do is I would tag this high, swing high, and go down to a swing low. Then it will auto-populate all of your 382, your 618s, all of your golden zones if you do use Fibonacci, okay? And RSI, we're starting on the hourly to get maybe to that 70 overbought area. So that's maybe where it possibly could get rejected, but also we could see a short squeeze on the hourly, break right through here. So I like to go down to the 5 minutes for scalping. I like to personally scalp 5-minute and 1-minute candles. And then once you have your zones, there it came up, came back down. There's your neckline. Here it comes back up. There's your double top. There's your break. Coming back up to about 50% of that red candle and just consolidating down in here. Now we're pushing. It's making a higher high, pull back, higher low, new higher high, pull back, higher low, new higher high, and this is a red pullback right now. Okay, so now what we got to do is on the 5 minutes when I'm scalping, I like to look at, I'm going to get rid of this hourly zone so we can concentrate in here. Here, this same area right over here where we had a wick, 4 wicks in there, reject. Is that a resistance area right over here? It came up green, back down. Came up green, back down. Came up red. Came back up green, and they rejected it. So there's a zone. I'm going to bring this, stretch it across. We're red below it right now. So you can see how we closed, and it's ignited, dropping. So if I'm scalping and I see green candles start to come back up here, maybe close back above here and use this where I can flip it green, maybe that might be turn to red to green box for support, then it might be trying again for that high of the day up there. And if I'm going to take that buy up there, I measure from the red box to the purple line. If that's going to in fact be, I'm going to take a buy, I want to measure the move ahead of time. 7.5 pips, 7.5. Okay, 7.5. You can see from the red to the purple high, 7.5. If there's an impulse break for a new higher high, maybe 10 pips. If it breaks, where could it go up to? Now what we got to look for is above this purple line, look to the left of the chart. Last time it traded up here, look, it was an impulse break right there. I can see the time, Sunday at 6:35. When the markets opened up, it came and then they rejected it quickly. So where's my next area? Right there. See all those wicks and then turning to wicks right there? That area. So I could draw a red line right there, point of interest. There was resistance right there. Sorry guys, red line. Point of interest right there, and then it turned to support right there. Okay. And then if I'm scalping, if I do have maybe a little daily high breakout, maybe from the purple, maybe it comes up to that red box, and there's my 12.5 pip. That profit I could do, and maybe then I can go to a break even, maybe I can scale out a little bit, maybe it will continue higher highs and higher lows, but that would be how I measure my scalp moves. Okay, and if this maybe closes below red below here and maybe retest this again and then maybe I get into a sell, maybe I'm scalping down where? Down to here. There's where the wick, there's all my concentrated bodies. There's where it came down, tapped into there, and continued to move up. So again, this area right over here, I look, it used to be red right there. turn it green now with the volume above and stretch it across. Bring it all the way across. And you see, maybe if it goes down red, it will go red all the way down to the green box. When it gets down there, I got a decision to make because that's where buyers could be waiting and then take it back up. If it breaks the green box, then it might come down to test our daily support point of interest. And we're still holding above 50% of this big candle. If I'm taking the sell, now I measure from the red box down to the green box. It's 10 pips exactly, 10, okay, down to there. If it breaks a little bit more, maybe 12.5, maybe 15 down to there, okay? So we know our zones when we're scalping, okay? And then to complement also price action, maybe you want to use technical indicators of your choice. If you want to use a 9 EMA, this is the green line, we're above it currently. The 200 EMA is all the way down here. So we're well above the 200. We're trading right at the 200, the 9. This is still considered to be bullish. 5-minute RSI, we were a little bit overbought there. That's where it sold off, came down, little minor pullback. We're still above the 50. It came back up, new higher high. You can see that there's a little bit of divergence. See the strength? Every time it makes a new higher high, the strength is going down. And then it came back up and going down. So maybe after the next double top up here, near the high of the day, this might be an area where to sell. Okay, so when I'm looking at now that measured move, that red line and the high of the day, maybe I'm preparing myself for this to be a big offer coming in the market with a red box. Okay, so this is how I used to do things before I had any access to any live liquidity platforms. Like right here on gold, see the big red box? I can see that there's a big offer right in here at 2038.50. You can see by the heat map clearly. If you can't see this, you need to go to your eye doctor and get your eyes checked out. Okay, there's a big red box in there. This is the futures liquidity. So I'm trying to think of the futures that maybe there's a red box coming in here for USDJPY. The way how I'm looking at it is if the strength is slowly decreasing, but maybe they see high levels of liquidity up there, maybe it needs to do something like this where it comes up, back down, found that support, and then now it's coming back up, double top, maybe up to there, maybe in there, and then they hammer it down. If this is what it is, then kind of if it comes down here and closes below there, then that could be that nice little sell down there. But it's coming back up to test this level. I might be completely wrong. Maybe as it's coming up here, the offers, this red box starts to get pulled out of the market, and then it allows for the bids to continue to just drive right through here. Then when it breaks through here, as it's coming to pull back into here, maybe this zone turns into green bids, and the transactions now are bidding this area up, and then it can maybe continue to break up like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you how it looks or how it works with Bookmap. Okay, I know it sucks using this trading view, but that's the best I can do with what we got right now. Did everyone understand what I just did there, or again, am I just scamming you guys and showing you guys things that I maybe scammers? Do scammers show you guys this stuff, Carlos? Would scammers tell you guys about this stuff? I don't know. I've been scammed. A scammer hasn't showed me all about this stuff. Okay, guys. But that's my analysis, okay, for USDJPY. Now that it's inside here, this is what's called the range, consolidation, the trap, the shit zone, the scammer zone, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. This is this zone right here, okay? Maybe your scammers can identify this zone for you guys as well. This is where, if you're a scammer, you wait in here. This is where you wait, okay? If you don't know what to do in here, wait it out. USDJPY is not going to trade in the scam zone all night. It's going to come out of the scammer zone. It's gonna maybe break out of the scam zone and come and do something like that. Maybe if there's a short scam squeeze here. If there's a scam coming down here, maybe it will come and break down. And again, we're looking for that 10 pip drop. But you got to be aware of scammers, because scammers, they're the guys, the market makers, who are trying to scam you out of buying up here. And then what they do is when you're in there, the scammer, the market maker, is going to scam you out of your money and make you go for a stop loss. So that's the real scammers, guys. Sorry to expose market makers, but SST, we're not scamming you. Your market makers are actually your scammers. That's who you guys need to cry to, not to us. We're trying to help you guys not get scammed, believe it or not. Okay, but that's that. So it could be developing that M pattern. Okay, so I'll give you guys the chart. To all the scammers in Zoom, I give you guys the chart here. I'm just playing, but I'm having fun over here. Okay, I assure you guys, I'm not here to scam you guys. Okay, there's the USDJPY chart in the Zoom for you guys. Use this at your discretion. Maybe you guys already have the charts marked up, but this red box, again, the volume is hanging above it, so I'm just going to make this green right now. We might get a move this session, we might not. Maybe it just continues to trade in here. But what I also look at too is, what are the candles while they're in the scam zone? What are they doing? Okay, so I can see there's my scam bodies right there. There's my body to bodies. And then I can see when the buyers are bringing it up, it's going down, lower high. The new volume is there, lower high. So if they continue to penetrate through here, all we got to do is take out this wick down here and close it with red volume below here. And then maybe we get that retracement back down to the green box. And then we determine what happens up here. Okay, but it might reverse and go back up. So this is what we got to judge down here. If you take an early sell, you might be selling really early before volume gives you that confirmation, because now it's a higher low and coming right back up. So this is what you want to watch. You got to be careful trading inside this zone unless you understand what you're doing in here. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's USDJPY. I'm going to do gold now because it's 10 p.m. We got to do gold. We're at the top. We're at a very, very important hour. Okay, so we'll keep USDJPY right over here to the left, and we are already on Bookmap on gold, so hopefully you guys are watching gold. It came 2 times to try and break the VWAP that I was talking about. It's coming right back up, but you see the big red block in the market. So what I'll do is I'll place a yellow line. This is an area of reference that we have to watch. 2038.50, there's 40 offers in there. You can see the big red box, but let's watch if it starts to get pulled out of the market and allows the gold buyers to bring it through here and start to tap into this liquidity. We have more liquidity to the upside. I can see right here, right here, right here. Then we do have liquidity to the downside. So that might give us a hint as to what might happen. Our cumulative volume delta currently for gold is 368 positive. So the buyers are really trying aggressively to push up gold, but there's a lot of offers up here. Okay, so I'm going to do a full top-down analysis on gold. If you're trading USDJPY, big red bar candle coming down. This is our new hourly candle, 10 o'clock now. So let's again follow it, see if it maybe will close below this green box. Maybe it might pick up a higher low and trade back up. So this is going to be an interesting area for USDJPY. But I'm going to move over to gold, guys, so we can get this chart out of the way and done. Thank you guys on YouTube. I know there's one idiot always on every single call. I know that, guys. I know most of you guys, like there's 192 viewers, 191 of you guys are here to learn and actually doing really well. But there is always that one donkey that comes on here from time to time. But we like to call out the donkeys. You know, they want to come on here and have fun. We like to have fun with them. But I'm not talking for everyone on YouTube. We love you guys. You guys have been here from day one. We understand. But there's always going to be those idiots, you know. It's all good, okay? I like to just have some fun, but let's get back to now gold analysis, okay? So on the daily, hopefully all of you guys are gold traders. You guys do understand this day. This is a very important day. This was December the 1st, and this was when a Friday close. All-time high breakout was right here. This was the all-time high breakout. And we broke out, and look at the big rejection wick and the big red volume that engulfed the previous day green candle. So the sellers were in control to sell it right back down, but gold stopped here, 1977. You know, when we're looking for a pivot in the market, that's a pivot. Like, it was coming down red, 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 and it stopped right there. You can see the big green candle, and this was Wednesday, December 13th. This was FOMC with Mr. J. Powell. Our next FOMC, everybody should mark on their calendar, I believe is January 31st. That is going to be our FOMC. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that that's our next FOMC. That's going to be the next one. Big day in the markets. So prepare yourself for that. Okay, so ongoing into the future, if gold ever comes back down to this level, 1980 to 1970, maybe it comes down. Maybe this is where big buyers are going to come into the market, and maybe it scales back up. If we close below here, we flip this big green box red, and maybe we're going to come down and maybe take out this next pivot area here, 1933, down in there. But right now we can't even talk about these levels. We're above them right now. We're trading at 2030. So this pivot point, if I look over here, it's a higher low. If I bring that across, you can see now two big green blocks are building. Okay, and then if I continue to go down and look, this was another big one. But here you've got another area. So if I continue to do this on gold on the daily, I'm getting my areas of interest where I might see all the gold buyers where they come in. Because they came in here in the past, why would they not come in again in the future? So we just got to mark up our charts. This is how, if I'm trading gold, I've got all these levels. I know we're nowhere near these levels, but I also like to buy and sell spot gold. I don't just like to trade on TradingView with gold. I do love that too, but I also like to go and trade real gold, like spot gold. So I like to know these areas of interest because I like to buy and sell spot real gold. Less commissions, less spreads. You just deal with wholesaler. So I do enjoy those things as well. And areas of resistance. Okay, so the big wick that got rejected, I can see now that the buyers tried to bring it into here, 2088, and they've been rejected. Okay, and so that is a big red box going across. Have we came back up in, traded inside here? No, we haven't. Okay, so this is the current leg that's coming down now. The end of the new year, December, you can see 2000, and then the start of the new year. So gold has been selling off a little bit. It pulled right back up there, and then they pushed it right back down. So you can see now the last few days of gold, we're kind of consolidating right in here. Is there any key areas of interest? Absolutely there is. This one where it came down like those tweezer bottom lows, you can see when it came down again, it traded right in there. Around 2015, there's a minor green box right here. Right here. Those two wicks are green. And if you stretch it across, you're starting to consolidate more and more. See where this big red candle, start of the week, Monday, January 8th, this week. It came right down in there and transacted, and it came right back up and closed right here. So this one, I'm going to bring across. This one might be more active. This zone might get active tonight. We might be trading into 2015, 16, 17, 18, maybe tonight. We're at 2030, 31 right now, but that's not to say that we might come back down and then find our buyers and bring it out of here. Okay, so now let's follow the daily volume. Ephraim, thank you for joining, bro. Have a good night. I know it's late for you, but thank you for joining. Oh, thank you, Joe. So January 31st is FOMC interest rate decision. That's what I thought. I thought it was the 30th or the 31st. So, yep, thanks for confirming. I appreciate it. So, guys, January 31st, 2 p.m. Eastern, that's going to be our federal fund rate. That's going to be also the conference call with Jerome Powell will be coming, Jay Powell will be coming to the stage, and that's where we have to really pay attention. Okay, so now when I'm looking for critical volume, right there, I can see these two bodies, 2027, 28. We traded right into it today and we came right out of there. So let's follow just this week's candles. Monday we opened short green, big red bar, came down red, 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 filled this wick, red, 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 right into our green box around 2016, and it came back up and closed right here. Yesterday, our candle opened green right here. It flipped red, higher low at 2026. We came back up. Then it was green, 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 green. I would be looking at 50% of this red bar right around here, but it did break it. It came up, and that was yesterday's high, 2042. It's lower than here, 2045. It's lower than 2064. It's lower than 2070. So it's actually a lower high. And then the selling volume near the end of the day sold red, 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 and we closed right here. There is a little bit of green volume in the prior day's candle, so we still have to respect that there was some buyers still in the market. So when our candle opened today, it opened right here where we closed, and it came red, 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 and it stopped right there. That is our low of the day for gold today. So again, purple line for our low of the day. Low of the day. Mama Gifts, like the video, guys. 100 likes for you. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. We appreciate you. Listen to Mama for the likes. Okay, low of the day. It's gold. What happened? Now we can see. So we came down and it's coming up. So we came down, back up, came down, back up, came down, back up, came down, and we're back up. So we're holding here. The critical volume is holding this level. Now that we're coming up, it is bullish. Okay. Mama, that was a positive comment. I'm not sure why you took it away. I wasn't being funny or disrespectful. I was saying thank you for the likes. Okay, but let's continuing. So we came down to our low of the day, and we came right back up where we opened the day, and we broke the opening price, and we came up. It was green, 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 and we stopped right there. So 2032 to 2033, that's our high of the day up here. Okay. Again, purple line. You know, if you guys use lines or not, it doesn't really affect me. You know what I mean? I trade the way how I trade. Whether you use lines and you color code them, I don't like. You might say, Ron, this is a silly way of trading, and it might be. But I'm telling you, this is how I trade, and this is how I make my pips. High of the day. If you guys don't want to do this style, I'm not asking you guys to do this style. I'm just trying to show you guys, walk you guys through how the volume is moving. We all know that this is a low of the day wick. We all know that that's a high of the day wick. But I just like to color code these things because when I get off of the daily, I go to the hourly to the 5 minutes. And sometimes I don't want to just flip flop from candles, go to the hourly to the 5 minutes, back to the daily. I use this as a grid system where I trade in between the tape. I'm a tape trader. So I read the tape, and this is how I trade. So especially for scalping. Okay. So what happened? We came up there. We got rejected. Are we still below? Which is the big body candle I'm looking at? I got a wick, a wick, a wick, and a wick. I'm concentrated on this big body right here. This big red candle. What's half of it? Half of it is approximately right there. Okay, and then if I look to the left of the chart, I've got some critical bodies right there. Bodies. Okay, so now when I'm drawing like a zone, I can use this level, that level right there, the bodies. See how it is green right there. Here I would flip it red. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time, but see how it turns red. And then if I continue to go bring it across here, see this green body? We're above it, so then I go green again. I know someone's going to say, Ron, this is really silly. You're scamming us. What are you doing? But you see here what the scammer is saying? It came down here and touched the green box and go back up. So if I bring this across now, see how it cuts the red candle in half. Okay? Think like a scammer, guys. Right here. There's our open, closing price, 50%. What color of the box am I going to do? Red. Why red? And bring it all the way across into the future, okay? Because we might come trade up there again. It might not. Today they've already pinned it at the high of the day, and it's a lower high from 50% below here. We might not even come and revisit the high of the day. Who knows? It's a kind of a spin top on the daily. Sellers are selling it down here. Buyers are buying it right back up here. Sellers are selling it right back down. Now we're at our key point of interest. We're exactly like kind of where we opened up. Okay, so that's going to be my red zone going forward. This 2037.36. If it ever does come back up here green, if it goes green, 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 that's maybe where it may get rejected and then pull back. And when it pulls back, maybe the high of the day, the purple line might be our new support. And then we get gold buyers coming back up here and breaking it out. And again, if it breaks out, where's my next point of interest? I've got a body and like a wick right there. But I'm more concentrated on the bodies because there was an actual daily candle that closed and opened right here. So then that would be my next point of interest with a yellow line if we do get up there. I don't need to worry about that area or zone or price right now because we're all the way trading at 2030. So other key levels that I'm looking at is see if we come back up a little bit more. Maybe for scalp zone, I'm going to trade right up to those bodies right there. And then I place a yellow line right at those bodies, and I call this resistance, okay? Because it's below the high of the day. The green volume is right here. If we do come back up there, maybe it goes back down. If we get green volume close above this yellow line, maybe we might use it as support, and then we're going to have march our way back up to the high of the day and maybe try to break out a little further. Okay, so right now, this is a daily resistance point of interest. And someone's going to say, Ron, this is not a point of interest. It's not resistance on the daily. It's nothing. If that's what you believe, that's your opinion. That's great. But I'm telling you, the volume is right below it right now. If it does come up here, again, using our rules of candlesticks, resistance, support, the volume is below, so this is resistance. I'm on the daily candle. That's why I use daily resistance. And then we're saying this word now, POI. You guys chose this word, point of interest. Take what you want from a point of interest. That's, again, what it's called, point of interest. That's not saying take a trade right exactly there. It's an area where we have to have some interest. You can set an alert there. Okay, and then if today's daily candle flips and we come back down red, and then maybe London, New York, maybe it's red, and then we're coming COMEX, and then leading into Wall Street, we're back down to low of the day. If we break, we see where we broke there, it came back up. We see right there where it broke and it came back up. If it does come back down, me as a scalper, that's 2027, drop down to maybe that low wick, 2024. Okay, it's a $3 move on gold. That's 30 pips. That might be exactly what I'm looking for a scalp move. Maybe come right down to that low wick. I can see in the past when it came down right there, it came down. This was a red candle that came down, stopped right there and back up. So that could be a zone to scalp from the low of the day purple down to the yellow line. If this yellow line doesn't hold, it might continue red, and this will be my next point of interest, that wick right there, 2021. Again, it's a $3 zone, 30 pips. I can get all of my grid set up and go to sleep and be ready for trading tomorrow morning. If it cannot hold this yellow line, then guess what? We're coming back into the big green box. And where was the last area the buyer stepped in? 2016 right here. And we'll see if gold can hold this green box this week. If it cannot hold this green box, then we got the bigger breakdown. Again, black chart. Let's do our analysis, but we're nowhere near that right now, so I don't need to worry about that. What we got to do now is dissect today's daily candle, go to the 60 minutes, 1 hour time frame, and this is how it's trading the last couple hours. So where's the big time? Right here, Tuesday, 8 a.m. This is COMEX. Look at the range of gold with news. Then going into 9 a.m., 10 a.m., gold sold down. We had that sell gold signal. And since then, it's been trading inside here from the low of the day, 2027, up to around here. More the volume is here, 2031. That's a $4 range, 40 pips from the bottom to the top. As it came down, red, green, come back up, push it down. Coming up green again, big liquidity grab. This was a red candle that came all the way down at 8 p.m. here. That's when the futures market opened up. You got the Tokyo session, come right back up. We closed. Next hour, it broke for the high of the day, came back down and concentrated. It closed above that key yellow line, and in the next hourly candle, look, it just opened bearish, ignited red and came down, and it's testing our hourly resistance. Where's my hourly resistance? Now I'm going to use a white line, guys. Okay, so remember, purple is just the high of the day, yellow is other daily areas of interest, but here I'm going to place a white line, and I like this area for a white line. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I can see here half of the green candle, right there half. I can see when it came up, it went back down. It came up to the white line, back down. Here it impulsively broke up above the white line. It came back down, closed. Here it closed right at the white line. Pull back red, come back up, close. See now with the volume above, we're retesting the white line it's holding. Here was a bigger liquidity grab, come back up. We're still above the white line. This previous hour came down. We're still above the white line. This hourly candle that we're on right now, there's 41 minutes, lots of time, but it came all the way down. It was red, and again it stopped at the white line and coming right back up. So if I get an hourly candle that's gonna get ready to close below there, then maybe that white line will turn into hourly resistance. We come back up, then they reject it, then it's shooting for the low of the day and maybe down to here today. Okay, so we are currently like counter trading a move. You can see right here, it's very bearish. Sellers are in control. We're pulling right back up, and it might come right back down. But we got to see if it's going to be a double bottom, and then they pick it back up. But it's already making some bullish moves off here. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So it's an ascending triangle. This is the area that it could break out, continue to be bullish, or might be an elevator coming down. So I don't trade like sit on hourly candles because I don't have 40 minutes to just sit and watch this red candle. Some of you guys have that time and it's a slower trading. I'm more fast and furious. I like fast and aggressive trading. Passive aggressive. Okay, I'm not saying I'm an aggressive and I'm just taking every single candle. I've been known to trade like that, but I kind of slow it down for you guys over here. And these are our 5-minute candles now. So our point of interest up here, we got up there, we got some volume closing above. It did hit the high of the day. Now look at where we're trading. We're trading from the yellow to the white hourly. If I want to trap all of this volume, there's my 5-minute trap zone. Right here, consolidate neutral. Okay, so what I could be watching is gold gonna maybe impulsively break up above here? It did. I can see the impulse breakout, then it got rejected and came back down. I had my first green candle close above there, and then the next hour, 10 o'clock, they pushed it right back down. Now we're coming right back up. So are we going to get another body close above here? Maybe we retest this. Maybe gold will be coming up to test again that high of the day. Maybe we do get a little bit of a breakout. Maybe this candle that's developing, it might be an impulse breakout developing. Now, where's my 5-minute level? I use a red line. Sorry guys for all the lines and the colors, but if you guys have been on a call with me more than once, you're probably going to get used to what I do here. See the bodies? There's a 5-minute body, 5-minute body, a retest of the red line. I got a body above, a body above. These are liquidity grabs. It came down there, but went back up. It came down there, back up. It came down there, but closed right there. It came down there, but closed right there. So is it safe to say that we are, that's why I use a green box to kind of show you guys visually that this might be an area of support in the market where it's collecting the bids. We got the volume closing above here, okay? You guys see what I'm saying? This is a double bottom. One bottom, neckline. Down here, double bottom, possibly coming back up to the neckline. So this is where you may get an impulse break candle. You can get those. You might get a candle that breaks out and then it's pushed back down and it closes back down inside here. If you're not ready to take a trade and you don't know what could happen, the best advice I can give you is to wait for the body to close. Unless you're anticipating the way how it's been building and you're okay with taking an impulse candle and you know how to understand your risk management, how much you're willing to risk on an impulse. Okay, so right now it's currently building. When we look in the book, we just broke the VWAP, but it came right back up. See, like here, the red box. It's kind of like the green box I just put in the market. So you can see that there is a heat here. There's a lot of bids at 2036.1, 46 bids here. The market might want to come back down to retest this. Maybe we watch where it closes. We got 2 more minutes to go, and then we're getting close to 10:30. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this body to close. And then also I look at those impulse bodies right there, the body and the body. And what I like to do is kind of like a hat. I kind of look and then place it red up to those bodies. So maybe for visual, I know some of you guys are like visual. I'm visual, so I like to see these things. Okay, so see what I just did there. I placed a red box at the body and the body because I see that was a fake breakout. The volume closed above the yellow line, but the next candle, 10 o'clock, momentum switch, hourly candle. I talk about this every single day if you're on a call here, and there it comes down. Now we're coming right back up, maybe close to 10:30. We've got a new 30-minute candle, higher time frame candle, opening up in 6 minutes. Maybe we got to wait for that. Maybe we might get rejected and shoot back down. Okay. Did this analysis help anybody? Did it not? Are you guys wondering what is this guy talking about? Again, RSI, okay, I know a lot of you guys use this indicator. It's trading right here at 50. So this is the psychological area where maybe it's just hanging around here, looking for some strength, maybe some weakness. RSI oscillates between 0 and 100. We're above it. Maybe we'll get a bullish breakout here. We'll see. Okay, thank you guys. 222 viewers. Can you guys hit the like button if that helped you guys? You know, hitting the like button helps SST. It helps us grow the channel, but more importantly, it helps me. It helps me, guys. I'm telling you the honest truth. I ask for the likes to help grow the channel. We love that. But more importantly, it helps me. At the end of the call, after all of this analysis, and I see that there's no likes, then I know that you guys didn't appreciate or learn anything. Then it helps me next time when I come on a call to maybe talk about something else. But if this doesn't help you guys, you know, then don't hit the like button. Okay, don't. I'm telling you the honest truth. We do appreciate it, but I don't want just a like because you guys are just liking for the fun of it. Make sure if you put a like on any YouTube channel, if you're liking the content, it helps the content creator or the YouTuber or the streamer or whatever the hell you guys call me, whatever. I'm not a YouTuber, okay? Let's make this clear. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a streamer. I'm a trader, okay? I just happen to come on YouTube and teach what I do here. But I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a streamer, I'm none of that. I don't even know how YouTube works, to tell you the truth. That's why I ask you guys to hit the like and subscribe. But to tell you the truth, I don't know. I'm old school. I don't know how this shit works. I know how candles work. That's my expertise, not YouTube. But the likes help me at the end of the call, knowing, like also on our webinar yesterday, I asked you guys, do you guys appreciate these free webinars? If there was no likes, there's no point of us putting webinars on YouTube. And then if there's no likes, then maybe I'm coming on here and I'm a scammer, just like one person said. Then we won't come on YouTube. Tell us more about your stop losses and management of bad trades. I'll tell you, when I get into a trade, I show you guys where I place my stop loss. I walk you through a live trade while I'm on the call with you guys, so you can see I'm very transparent. Show you guys when I get into a trade, where I'm placing my stop loss, walk you through it. I'm a trader, so Thomas, I do take losses. Okay, I'm not invincible in these markets. I do use break evens, but that's also your risk management is for you to decide. Okay, so Don't worry about what size I'm using. That's irrelevant. But I measure. That's why I use the tape ruler to tell you if I'm taking a trade, maybe my stop loss might be 50% of this candle. That's how much I'm risking. Might be below this body. It might be below this entire zone. But at the end of the day, guys, your judgment, your analysis is more than anybody. Okay, that's the most important, is your judgment, your analysis. You can use other YouTubers, you can use other traders to help with your confluence, and if you need that guidance. But at the end of the day, you are the one that's going to push the buy or sell button. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's supposed to know how much you're willing to risk on a trade when you're taking it. If you're leveraged, over leveraged, if you're risking too much, you're going to panic when you take the trade. Even if you go in minimal drawdown, when you take a trade, if everyone can agree with me, 10 pips in trading is nothing. Like, that's, if you're trading with a 10 pip stop loss on any security, okay, I'm talking across the board on any security, it's very tight, okay, 10 pips. And if you're over leveraged, if you just go in a little bit of drawdown, you're going to panic, and you're not even allowing the trade, not even a little bit of room to breathe. If the market needs to pull back and pick up some more bids for some more volume. So you've got to give it a little room to breathe, and don't over leverage yourself. Sometimes you might have to open up your stop loss depending what security you're taking and what session you're trading. You might have to go 20 pip stop loss. You might have to go 30 pip stop loss. Then you have to know how to manipulate your lot sizing. You might have to use a lower lot size if you're opening up your stop loss. There is some traders that trade with minimal to no drawdown, and they get into trades, and believe it or not, it goes right into profit. But they're timing those precisely. Does it always happen? I wish it did always happen, I would tell you guys. But there is some traders that know how to scalp the markets, and they go one size, but they're looking for those perfect moves and go right directly into profit. And then when they go up 10, 15 pips, they're right out of break even. And there's rules to the game, guys, how to do this. You got to figure out what time frame is best for you, what size you're trading with, your patience, your discipline. So see this candle, it came up green. There was some traders that bought this up there, and when they bought it, they bought an impulse candle that was breaking out, and then the market rejected it, and they're in drawdown right now. Not a lot of drawdown, but they're in drawdown. Thomas, do I ever double down on a drawdown trade? Absolutely. Okay, but it's how the market is moving, Thomas. It depends if I'm layering in. Okay, so there's different strategies, Thomas, and every situation is always different. Every trade is always different. Okay, I want you to understand that all traders, not just Thomas on the call, all traders, make sure you understand every single trade is always a different trade. Okay, so whether I'm going to layer in, maybe I'm layering in on here, I'm layering here, maybe I'll layer in 3 buys, but I might be developing like a market maker here, bidding it up, developing a position for an eventual breakout. But I might be completely wrong. Let's say I bought here, and I'm going to buy one more. I'm in 3 buys, and all of a sudden the market breaks down red down in here. Then I'm in big trouble. I'm in 3 big losses. So if you're doing that principle, that style of trading, you've got to know the consequences. Just because you go into one drawdown because you buy another one, that doesn't mean that you're going to get your money back or it's going to go bullish in your direction. You might now have 2 trades and you're in drawdown. So you have to allocate that with your certain amount of risk per day. So we talk about this. It's how to allocate your risk. If you're risking 1% for the entire day, okay, so let's all be on the same page here. 1% for the entire day. That's your entire risk. How do you want to break that down? Do you want to take one trade at 1%? Do you want to have 5 trades at maybe 0.2? Do you want to take 10 trades at 0.1? Do you want to have a trade where you scale in, where you can buy a little bit if you go into drawdown? That's all part of your strategy. But you got to know that going ahead. It's got to be part of your daily trading plan. You don't want to just get into a trade and just start adding when you have no idea what's going on. Because I'm telling you, you're not really trading. You're just guessing and you're adding in drawdown. Trading is more than that, guys. I can tell what level you guys are at if you're asking those type of questions. I'm not being disrespectful, but I'm just trying to tell you I understand completely what type of trader you are at and where you are at your journey if you're asking these type of questions. But they're good questions. Keep them coming. They're really, really good questions, Thomas. That question will help a lot of traders. That's what I like, guys. Good questions like that. Honest feedback. I'm giving you guys honest feedback. I do trade like that, where I'll add in drawdown, but there's context that can come behind that. Am I adding at is it trending up? Number one. Am I adding buys? Is the market trending? Am I buying the higher lows? Is the daily candle bullish? Is the hourly bullish? Am I just adding on the lower time frames for the eventual breakout? So there's context behind everything. For me to just say, yeah, when you're in drawdown, it's a good idea to add, or it's a good idea to close your trades. It all depends on the higher time frames, how the market is moving. But if you're accumulating, make sure you know what the zone is where you're accumulating. So because right now we've got sellers who are trying to sell the market, and we've got buyers who are trying to buy the market. So eventually, at some point tonight, one of these parties is going to get squeezed out of the market. If it's the sellers, they're selling here, they sold that wick, they sold here, and they sold that wick. If the buyers continue to bring it up here, close it above, and have that breakout, the sellers are going to be forced into drawdown and to make a decision up here if they're going to hold in drawdown, add more sells, or they're going to close positions and maybe get squeezed out at the high of the day. But also the buyers that bought here, this leg up, the buyers that bought this leg, now here's our elevator coming down. So we did not break. This is our M pattern where it came up, back down, came back up, and now we're coming back down. So now we got to figure out what's happening at the green box here, and more importantly, the VWAP here on Bookmap. Because every time we come in here, it comes down, back up, comes down, big bullish candle. Came down, closed right there, started this next three bar leg up. Now we're coming right back down. So will it close below here and do something where it closes below, and all of the buyers, they're going to get squeezed out of the market, and it might be a short sell coming down to here. Okay, so right now, it's just in this consolidation. If you want to scalp this zone, this range, oh shit, guys, I'm sorry. I should have had it on dual screen with USDJPY. Why didn't someone tell me this? Sorry, guys. Okay, USDJPY came right into the red. Oh my goodness. Why didn't someone tell me I wasn't on USDJPY? Did I not say to look for a sell in this red box? Carlos, did I say that, or did I smoke too much weed tonight? Did I not tell you guys to watch this area, the high of the day, red box, to look for a sell there? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I said, guys, watch up there. Remember what I said, the divergence? I clearly said it may come up here, do something like this, and push back down. I was looking at, remember RSI? Okay, the divergence, and that was maybe a nice little sell from the red box down to the green box. Again, I don't know. You've got to measure the moves. Approximately 10 pips. If you want to grab 10 pips, you can grab 10 pips with minimal to no drawdown because you're selling the red box. Rodney, you got it. Congrats. Good one. Okay. Also, if you're trading in the box in gold, okay, know your zone. Know how it's trading. If it goes back up green, holds this green box and comes back up to there, 10 pips. Okay, 10 pips. That's how the market is trading right now. Thank you, Miracle. Thank you. This is your first time here, and this is the best gold analysis I've ever come across YouTube. Great work. Great. Yes, this is my first time on YouTube. So I'm getting used to how YouTube works. I hope you appreciate it. Lee, you took that one. Good. Congrats. Okay. So it could continue breaking down, but you see the wick, it came down, back up, came down, back up. So this red bar in the next 3 minutes, let's see if it can come down and close below here with more red volume, because then we'll flip this green box red and maybe we're going to continue to push down, maybe possibly down into this area. And we've got gold holding right here, but it's also trading right at the VWAP. So we got to be careful here. because last time when it initially broke down, started that next leg up. So we're breaking it right now. Okay, this was gold breaking. So it came up green, breaking. It might break that low again, trade down into here, and that white line, 2030 exactly. That's our hourly support. Okay, so it could come down red, break that low, and then start right there. You see that big green candle? There it is. Open, close, half of it. There's about 50% of it. And then there's a wick and a gap. So what I do is, my next green box is, look, the yellow, though I use the white line for reference. See that red wick? Bring it across. It equals exactly with that wick and that wick at my point of reference. And then stretch the box across. And that's my new green box. Because I give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers because they're buying this entire move. So if it can't hold this one, maybe it will trade into that one. And that's where maybe it might come right back up. Okay, but we got to wait for this body to close. So it initially came again back down, red. It's a higher low from this low. So now it's coming right back up. We broke that VWAP right there, but let's see if they bid it right back up. If this candle continues to come down red and close down here, we could get a sell-off coming in the market if it can't hold this zone right here. Okay, so I'm watching gold, and I'm watching this one, USDJPY. Lee, thank you, man. Most inaccurate analysis I've seen on YouTube to date. Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot to us at SST. Thank you. Josh, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Anybody on Zoom want to unmute your mic and talk? Or you guys are all shy? Okay, so 30 seconds. I love watching the last 30 seconds of a close of a candle. It tells you lots of information. So gold broke and is coming back up. Carlos, yes, I understand. It's late for you. RS, Ron, you got any tips on lean bulking? What do you mean lean bulking? Is this a new term for trading? Okay, the USDJPY closed below green. Let's go red. Okay, so look, if you guys are selling USDJPY, assume the candle is green. Where's half of that red candle? Because this is going to be the first retest. Half, okay, right there, half. It's coming up green. Let's see if it gets rejected at the halfway volume. If it can't hold halfway volume, then it may come back up to our original bigger green box. But if we're looking for offers to come in the market and take this thing down, there's the rejection. Look, there's no wick below the candle. Okay, so this is where we may get like a breakdown if it comes back down. See, the green volume is still holding. That's why I watch the critical open. I don't just watch the wick like here. See this red line at the body. Okay, you got to be really dialed in when you're scalping. It came right back down, but then it stopped kind of right here at the body and came back up. Now we're coming up to test 50% right there. Okay, and gold is breaking down as well. Oh, in gym terms, lean bulking. I'll get to that in 1 second. 1 second. Right here, 50%, guys. Okay, so this is going to be the pullback trade. We broke a critical area of support. This is the first big red bar breaking down. Same with gold too. And now we're going to see if it can get rejected and maybe continue to close near here. This might be a 3-bar play. That could be a bear flag. It goes red, comes up halfway, green, maybe close somewhere here. Next candle might be red, ignited, come down red, 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 take out this low and continue to drop down. Gold is that M pattern that broke down. But this is an impulse candle. Someone's going to say, Ron, well, this is impulse. I understand it is. But sometimes you got to follow the way how the market is moving. If you haven't taken a trade, that doesn't mean just jump in right now. We can wait for this full candle to actually close, and then we can flip the green to red like we did with USDJPY, and maybe we can wait for the next setup. Okay. Sometimes you're going to miss trades. I miss trades all the time. Dinesh, did I not give you the gold chart? I'm sorry. 1 second, I'll give it to you. Dinesh, I smoked a little bit tonight, so you guys gotta help me out tonight. Sorry guys, long day at the hospital, so I like to come back home, relax, burn one, and have some fun with you guys on YouTube and Zoom. Juan, all the way from South Africa. Thank you, bro. Thank you for joining all the way from South Africa. We've got a big community here at SST from South Africa, so thank you guys for joining. RS, to answer your question about working out, yes, guys, I used to own a gym a few years back, and I used to compete. Same with Dave. Dave used to do a lot of competition. I went on stage for more physique. Dave was doing bodybuilding. I didn't want to wear the Speedo. I wore the board shorts. Dave wore the Speedo. But we did bodybuilding, physique, training, a lot of dieting. So RS, to get lean, a lot of, it depends what type of diet you're doing. A lot of cardio. Okay, a lot of cardio. Fasted cardio in the morning. First thing before you get up, before you have breakfast, hit the gym if you can. What I was doing was Stairmaster. 4 in the morning. I would get up. I would trade London. Okay, this was my routine, guys. Get up at 1:30, 2 o'clock. Do my pre-London analysis. Trade London open 2:30, 3, 4, 4:30. I would be done. Hopefully hit my London goal. Go to the gym, fasted, like without eating anything. Do high intense cardio, either on the spin bike or on the Stairmaster. Burn, burn, burn. Because when you do it on an empty stomach, you have nothing in there. So your body will eat at all your fat storage. And for fellas, we have a lot of fat by our love handles. And for ladies, you guys have it, you guys know where you guys have it. Like, guys, I have a wife, okay, so I can talk about this. I know where, ladies, don't grill me, but I'm just trying to help out everybody here for your fitness goals as well. But that will target the fat storages and eats away at that. Because if you have carbs or if you have sugars, it will go for that first. If you've depleted your system, it will go right for your fat storage, and you will really, really get lean. And then when it comes to dieting, stick with your, I was eating ground beef once a week or a steak, but I was eating like I would weigh my food with a scale. So it was competition. So lean chicken breasts, egg whites are good. I was addicted to egg whites, just grilling up some egg whites with some spinach. That was like, you could have unlimited egg whites if you guys like it. BCAs, Carlos, yeah, absolutely. Always sipping on BCAs. We could do a whole YouTube session and Zoom on working out and dieting too, guys. Would I ever compete again? No. I would never do that again. It's very selfish to do it, competing, because you're on a strict diet. So when you go to your family functions or you have kids, like my daughter was young at that time and she was wondering why I wasn't eating any ice cream or cake with her. I couldn't because I was restricted to only 1,600 calories a day when it was getting close to going on stage. So you got prep week and all of that. It was a great learning experience for me. Would I ever do it again? No, I wouldn't. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about dieting. I learned about discipline. If you want to learn about discipline, go on a diet, a real diet. Yeah, gold. Sorry, guys. See, this is the thing. We talk about different topics and we miss a few things here. But do you guys see how it held? closed above 50%. We got a bullish ignited candle on USDJPY coming right back, trading into here. Let's see, will they close with some green volume back in this box, or is it going to come back down? And if it starts to build, maybe we could entertain maybe a buy. Gold is breaking down. Okay, so that's a big heavy transaction. Now it's going to come like it's coming down. As it comes up, there's bidders bidding it up. That's what creates the wick of the candle right here. But what we got to look for now are our offers to start to come down and push this thing down. So remember, you guys can rewind it at the start of the call if you guys like. I told you there was a lot of heat above us, above this yellow line, here, here, and here. And I said that there wasn't too much heat below. So remember I said that the market kind of gives us clues as to what's going to happen. So if we have a lot of heat up here showing, it's kind of like playing poker, where you get to see your opponent's hole cards, so it's kind of like cheating. So you can see their cards, and I could see that there was a lot of offers and not a lot of bids in the market. So naturally, maybe that's the move, how it broke down. That's not to say that it's going to continue dropping, because now we just broke our critical hourly support level at 2030. It came down. Maybe it's going to come back up. But this zone, green to red, we got to flip it red right here. And restricting carbs. I know a lot of you guys love your carbs. I love my carbs too. But if you can restrict your carbs, just right now, guys, you don't have to be competing. You don't have to train. But if you're looking to lose maybe 5 pounds, 10 pounds, if you can restrict your carbs and eat lean protein and good fats. So eat avocados, eat your omega 369, eat your fish oils, the good fats. If you can do good fats and lean protein and reduce your carbs, I guarantee you right off the bat you'll lose 5 pounds. And if you can decrease sugars, that's a big thing. That was hard for me, was decreasing sugar. Zero sugar. I wasn't even allowed to chew a piece of gum when leading into 4 weeks before going to competition. The coach wouldn't even let me chew a piece of gum. That's how serious it was. How do you get energy with no carbs? It's tough. It's very tough. The only carbs I could have, RS, was pre and post workout, because that's when you burn a lot, so that's when you need your carbs. The only carbs I could have in the day was I had to put it around pre-workout and post-workout. And then throughout the day it was unlimited vegetables. That's how I kind of got full, was just eating unlimited vegetables. I didn't weigh the veggies. That's what I liked. I could have unlimited veggies. Okay, so gold closed below our hourly support, below our green box. If you're in a sell, just continue doing what I'm doing. Green to red. Okay, because we might continue to sell off on gold. If you're already in a sell, let's see if it continues to stay below this zone now. This big red bar did close below. There's my hourly white line. So it's below 50%, but it's coming up green. If it gets rejected again, it could come back down and sell back down to here. If I'm looking to scalp a buy on gold, I could be targeting this area, the white line that used to be support, turn to resistance, maybe if the volume comes above, and then just look for a green candle to come up into the red box. If I'm looking to scalp for this move, I'm not right now, but if I am, I'm looking for 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 pips. If you learn like this style, when there's more volume in the market, when it's COMEX, when it's New York, you might enjoy scalping smaller moves. But right now, this is the Tokyo session, so we might not get that. So I don't want to kind of counter trade right now, because it just came up again. That white line, that line of reference, it was there from before. It came up, just got rejected. If we continue to go near the low, then it might continue to sell off. And where could it sell off to? Right here. There's your next body to body, 2028.75. Good night, Miss Pri. Thank you for joining. Right here. See, there was a body to body. Yes, there was an impulse candle that came down for that lower low, but then it came back up, closed right there, and next body opened right there, and started that bullish run. So there again is a body to body right in that similar area. So if it does sell down, if it does come down red, 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 this is a point of interest. You got to watch this area. If you're in profit, maybe you take your trailing stop loss down, maybe you close part of your trade. Maybe we don't even come down here because we're developing this green candle. So I'm going to see how high it can come up. We're below the VWAP right now. Will it come and trade again above the VWAP, but right now below? Okay. And yeah, so UJ sold off. Came right down to here, coming right back up. Now we're trading again right back in, our consolidated zone right here. We're right back inside here. So there was a nice little sell. Some of you guys got it. Okay, maybe you guys sold up here. Came down to here. So you got to start to make a decision. Now you got your green body closed 50% above. Next bar ignited, green, short wick, continuing to come up. Now we closed inside the box. So again, green to red. If this starts to build, we might break out further for that new high of the day. We already had that higher high, but then it got rejected, came back down. But we're still, did we come down to this green box? No, it's a higher low right here at 50% of the zone. Even if I'm looking from green to green, like right there, that's half of the zone. So I've been known to trade 50%. So that's what I want you guys to learn as well. That's half the zone. That's exactly where it came down into and coming right back up. And if some of you guys are still holding the sell, because I know some of you guys are looking to hold for bigger moves, what we got to see now is, will it get rejected? Like kind of right here. Again, remember where we had this area of reference, where it was the bodies? See the static zones, how I keep, there's the body, a body right there. Maybe we're going to touch, if it comes back down, gets rejected there, then maybe we could look for another sell position down in here. Gold is breaking down. Where? To the red line. Okay, so we're touching that previous area. There it goes. Wow. Gold, big rejection. Okay, so the buyers were buying, the sellers absorbed them and really pushed it right back down. Now let's see. The candle is going to close very, very soon, in 30 seconds. Let's see if the buyers bring it right back up, but it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, new lower low. What weight class? It goes, physique goes by height. So I was under 6 feet, so I was in under that group. But when I went on stage after I depleted all my water, I had to take diuretics. Guys, I don't know if some of you guys have taken diuretics for sports or competitions yourself, but I had to get all the water basically out of me. I went on stage, I was 187 pounds when I went on stage, fully depleted. Had no energy, guys, nothing when you go on stage. And then you got to get your sugar levels up. So that was the fun part. I had chocolate bars, I had sour kids, I had candy. That was the fun part with the kids. I was eating a lot of sugars, Snicker bars, sour kids, peanut butter, anything to get your like spike up your sugar levels. But that's the way how bodybuilding, competing works, guys. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever done that before, but it's fun. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about discipline. It wasn't that difficult for me because I'm Muslim, so I fast when it's the month of Ramadan. So I'm used to not eating or drinking anything from morning till night. So it's just you got to change your mindset. That's all it is. Dieting wasn't too difficult for me. It might be difficult for other people, but you kind of got to set your mindset and know what it's just like trading, guys. You got to have the right mindset. Trading is, you got to have the right mindset. Dieting is the same thing. If you have the right positive mindset, nothing can stop you, guys. Quentin, you're on a seafood diet. Nice. Yeah. I was eating a lot of tilapia. I was eating a lot of salmon, a lot of trout, a lot of fish. It's really lean, good fats in it. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you guys. Guys, give a big shout out to Josh. Um, he's our moderator here. He's an amazing guy. I'm gonna have a little session with him on the weekend. Josh Sunday, we're gonna do it. Wow, look at gold breaking down. Okay, and USDJPY coming right back up. Anybody in a gold sell right now? Oh no! Oh, the other seafood, Quentin. You see all the food, you eat it. Okay, I got you. Carlos, you got the two cells. Good man. And guys, 2 more minutes and it's going to be 11 p.m. So this is where maybe markets can rotate momentum. So let's see if gold comes back at this red line, the key point of interest. There it was, body. Bring it across. Maybe we might look for a sympathy buyback. Maybe if it comes up green, maybe closes like above here. Maybe retest this top of the hour, 11 o'clock. We might see a retracement come back up to here or maybe here. But maybe I might be completely wrong. Maybe this thing closes near the low, it comes back down near the low, and in the top of the hour, they bleed it out where? To the low of the day. And this might be a point of interest to look for a buy potentially at the low of the day. So what I look for is if gold comes down and breaks the low of the day, there was the last low of the break right there, Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. That was when Colmex market closed right here. That was Colmex close right there. So maybe if it breaks down, that might be an area of interest to buy at the low of the day. And we'll see, there's the liquidity coming in the market right there. 2032 on the futures, 68 contracts are on bid right now. And that is technically where the low of the day is on my trading view. Okay, so we got 30 seconds. Let's watch close. If you guys are in a sell, congratulations. But also, this is where you have to manage your trade. Okay, so what's rule number one? If you're in here, make sure you go to a break even. What's rule number two is maybe have a trailing stop loss coming down in profit where you're up a certain amount, okay? Because the market could rotate right back up, but you want to protect a little bit of profit. And if this thing continues to push down with lower lows and lower highs, then maybe we're tapping into this area down here, and that might be another area where you got to make a decision on your trade. Very nice. Des, you got 20 pip profit on gold. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Okay, here we go, guys. So we closed as a hammer candle, okay? So let me just break this down real quick here. We got a hammer, so it came all the way down. That was our low. New hourly candle. It's bearish red, but we have a long wick. It's not like it's a short wick. Okay, so we'll see now anywhere, like kind of when I'm looking at wick to wick, like body to wick, halfway right there. See if it can pick up. It picked up a higher low wick, and our hammer has no wick above. It closed as hammer. So if this flips, this might look like a situation where maybe it might flip green and we could look for a quick little scalp buy on gold at the new hour. But also this head is ignited red. So they opened it up red for a reason. And this is our hourly candle. So it's coming down red. So we still have to respect sellers are continuing to push it down. This is a natural 3-bar play, but this long wick, we have a long distance to go to fill that wick. If this was a shorter wick, the exact same open, that's where you get that additional drop. But right here, guys, you have to know wicks and bodies. Okay, that's a big wick. It takes a lot of selling momentum to come all the way down, come sell, 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 and then to get that new lower low. So it's got a long distance to go. So that's why right now, this might be where the market may kind of consolidate. If that's the case, we trap it and we wait. It might be red, green, red, green. If it comes back up here, maybe we look for the buy. If I'm looking from above here to the red box, I get my trusty ruler over here and I measure up there. Could be 7.5 pips. Up to that hourly is 9, maybe 10 pips to get back above there. Okay. And it's a counter trade. You also have to understand that if you're buying, you're countering this big red move. So yes, it could just come up green right up to there and then go right back down. So you got to understand, if you don't want to buy, then you're going to continue maybe trading down with the market, but we got to wait for new fresh lower lows. Okay, so it came down, red, 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 stopped right there. That's a higher low from the previous low, and now it's coming right back up. Here's the flip. Okay, get ready. It's a hammer candle. Okay, so you got to be fast on this. If it comes back down, scale back down. Okay, I'm getting ready, guys. I'm on my charts. I'm looking at the spreads. I'm getting ready. If this, I might be looking for a buy. I'm looking for a buy up here. Not there yet. Okay, see how it's coming down red? I'll wait for it. So that was an initial just flip. Created that higher high, but then they rejected it. So now it's coming right back down. Are they going to come back down and get these bids now? And will it rotate back up? Or is this clearly going to continue selling down? Okay, so if you're in your sells, you could still continue to hold your sells. We still don't have any volume closing above. Have we tapped into 50% of the red candle? No. USDJPY, see how it flips at the hourly? It came up. Again, that red line. Remember where I got that red line on USDJPY? The body, body, body. Did any volume close above that red line? No. Red closed below, and now they're continuing to push it down. Okay, so guys, see how it's still coming down red? So this is where sometimes you got to be patient. On the new hourly, you gotta be patient. Troyano, I'm not in a trade right now, but I'm looking for maybe a potential buy if I see something developing here. Is anybody testing out a gold buy? It helps me, guys, to know what you guys are in. Is anybody testing out a gold buy? I would be careful, okay? Is anyone still holding a sell? What are you guys doing with the USDJPY over here? Still in that consolidated zone. 2027 buy. Are you looking for a buy at the low of the day? That's possible. Yeah, if it comes down there, could be a big buyers waiting down there at the low of the day. Holding a sell, DJ Doc. Nice, nice. Let's see if we get that red volume close below here, Bus. And then if it pulls back up, we're looking for that 50% pullback and continue to push down, take out that low, and then you get a continue to sell. Okay, so we close near the low. Next candle, opening red. This is where they got to flush it really fast right now. Okay, right now. Okay, because we're near, no, open ignited green. So we're going to try the 50% rule. Oops, I don't want to do that. Oh, wait, guys. Okay, 50% of the previous red candle right there. We're coming up green again. So it's green, red, green. Get ready. This could be an impulse breakout. Buy over here. Yep. I'm going to go in a buy. I'm entering. I'm going to go gold buy. I have a zero spread right now. I'm hopping in on zero spread. I haven't seen zero spread on gold in a long time. Okay, so I'm in a buy right now on gold. I'm going to place my stop loss below that previous low wick. And I'm looking for a target to come up and trade into the red box, maybe up there. Okay, I'm in a gold buy. Looking for it to also maybe trade up to the VWAP, hopefully, if we can pull some offers out of this market. I'm in a buy, guys. Buy right out here. Guys, did anybody have a zero spread on gold? Good, DJ Doc. You're holding your sell and you took 80%. Good. There's nothing wrong with that. I love. That's exactly how I trade too. So if I don't close the entire trade, 80%, leave 20% running just in case. Don't leave food on the table. Thank you, Slime Paste. Thank you, bro. Okay, so I'm counter trading the sell. Okay, but it could be maybe just a small scalp. Again, I measured up to 7.5, 8, 9, 10 pips up to there. If it can get up there, maybe who knows how it closes. Maybe we close near the high. Maybe I get an ignited bar continuing to break out. Maybe any pullbacks are going to be to my entry point right there. So, but there's so much time left on this candle. Anything can happen. 2.5 minutes. It could come tumbling back down. Okay, so that's why I'm giving it room to also breathe with a stop loss with structure right below that previous low wick. How much pips am I risking? Like the risk to reward might be a 1-to-1 so far. I'm risking 8 pips to make possible 10. Yeah, you can see the risk to R&R is just above 1, but hopefully if it keeps maybe building, maybe I can look for a reward up to there and maybe get maybe 1-to-2 on my money. But first position is going to be come up to that hourly white line. But it might have to come back down and build again and pick up more bids. I want to see how how the depth of market is moving. Okay, again, I'm just going to place a yellow line at an area of reference right here, the last low, so I can now keep an eye on this, how the bids are coming in at the depth of market below me here. Whoa, Denise, your spread is 3.3. I'm at 0, guys. 0.1 right now. 1 pipette on spread on gold. Yeah, it's tough to, Denise, to scalp inside here for 10 pips when you have a 3.3 spread. So you need to wait more for maybe London or New York for your particular broker to get those spreads a little lower. I'm using my, not a prop firm tonight, I'm using my own account, and my own account is with Fusion Markets. They're based out of Australia. I've had that account for a long time. I live in Ontario, Canada, so if I was to cancel that account, I wouldn't be able to re-sign up with Fusion because Ontario has changed the laws where I live in Canada. So I will not be giving up that brokerage account for anything. Look at guys, 0 spreads on gold at the moment. But unfortunately, if you're from USA has strict regulations. Again, you guys can't use it in USA. Anywhere in Canada can use it, except where Dave and I are in Ontario, Canada. We have strict laws over here as well, but anywhere else in Canada can get it. Guys, there was news coming out of FTMO, if you guys use that prop firm, that going forward, if you're from America, if you're like me. So now they've changed it where new US traders that want to use FTMO will not be allowed due to US laws and regulations. But if you're already with FTMO, you're kind of grandfathered how I was with this broker. So, but that's going forward for any new Americans that want to try FTMO, that prop firm. Now, US law and regulation is making it tougher where they don't accept anyone from United States, guys. And it's unfortunate, but that's the way how things are. Now, pullback. Okay, so let's just continue to watch this. It came up, lower high, close. Now it's coming for the retest. So remember, the retest was this area right here. So I'm going to see if it can catch a wick right here. If it needs to pull back, maybe into 50% of the big green bullish candle, maybe I'm looking for it to hold this zone, get a higher low, and then the gold buyers can bid it right back up. So that's the perfect retest that I want. Now the candle flipped. So that was a perfect retest right at 50% right there. It doesn't get any more technical than that retest. Let me go full screen so you guys can see this. That's the proper retest right there. Remember where I was looking? That's where I took my buy above there. Now it pulled back to retest. The area of resistance turned to support. Do you guys understand that? Put a like in the chat if you understand that. Because if you want to learn how to scalp, there it is. Now we're coming right back up. Bullish candle breaking out the high. Let's see now if we can drive and maybe fill this high wick, and that will be a total of 10 pips up there. Then I have a decision to make. I can close this entire trade, get my money out of the market and go to sleep, or I can reduce my risk by bringing my stop loss here and maybe to break even. It might be too tight to do it right now, but that's part of the rules of trading. And then if it breaks out of here, you can take 80% off the table, leave your 20% remaining running. It's everybody has different decisions, guys. Okay, but if you follow these EMAs, we just came right up to the 9 EMA and then they rejected it again. So we got to follow this volume. But for a retest, it retested properly and held. Is that enough for us to continue to break out bullish? No, it's not. But one retest was confirmed. But we still have a lot of resistance above us. Remember those big red selling candles. But the depth of market is still building a little bit. But we still got to get up to maybe that VWAP and test that. Josh, you have the same broker, Fusion, or are you talking about another one? Oh, guys, BU. Yoda's here. Yoda, is that you on YouTube? BU. Man, shoutouts to the Yoda. How's your knee surgeries? My mom just did hers yesterday. I was at the hospital today and yesterday with her. Yeah, you're laying in bed too. And then we have a new 15-minute candle opening up in 90 seconds. So it's good practice to go to your 15-minute candles and look at what we got here. So we've got, I'm in this buy, I'm part of this 15-minute volume, but this is that target, what I'm looking for, to come up to that hourly white line. Remember, now it's resistance. So can this 15-minute candle maybe close above that hourly and maybe we can continue to fill our way back up, or it's coming up to 50% and then next 15 minutes might come back down. Okay, so all rules apply for all time frames. 50% rules applies for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. It doesn't matter. These are price action characteristics. Psychological trading. It's that simple. Stuart, thank you so much for these streams. No worries, guys. Stuart, before you head out, can you hit the like button? We do appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Guys, 20 seconds to go to the close. We're trading right back to the high. So let's watch, guys. Let's watch if we get a spike, maybe a gap up candle. Maybe we continue green. Get ready for some manipulation. Okay, I'm telling you from now. Don't say that I didn't tell you. Get ready for maybe a red bearish head to come down and retest right here, 50% in that wick. I'll place a red line right now ahead of time, so you guys can't call me a scammer or anything like that. Look at what I did. Right, red line, 50% of the body. Here, open, close, wick. I want to see if it comes down red. I want to hold right here, right away on the new 15-minute bar. Right here, this is our new 15-minute candle. We have a short wick. If it can hold right here, then maybe we can penetrate right through here and fill that wick and maybe break out a little bit more. There's our red ignited head. See how we could not take out that wick? So this is our 15-minute volume that came down, but it's coming up with a higher low testing right here. This is my point of interest that I want to watch. Okay, so see how it's coming down. It's a red ignited head. I told you guys, be ready for this. Okay, even with the short wick, it could not break because this is a higher time frame, 15 minutes. Now we're testing exactly the point of interest I'm looking at. If we cannot hold this, unfortunately, it's going to come back down to the body to body. We held originally right there. See how it held? I placed this red line before this bar printed. Okay, it's at a point of interest, 50%. Open, close, half, and it's lined up with a wick and those critical bodies right there. Right there. Okay, so you see how technical that is. Guys, if you appreciate technical bar by bar analysis, please hit the like. There's 225 viewers on the call. If I get off this call and see that there's less than 200 likes, I know that you guys don't appreciate bar by bar analysis. And you guys don't want to be scalpers. I know that then. Okay, this is, guys, if you want real scalping, this is scalping. You know, I don't know who does this live, but I can make various mistakes as a scalper, a lot of mistakes. But I don't care because I'm confident with this style of trading. I've been doing this all my life. Picked up a few clues along the way. There's our break. Okay, so did we respect 50%? Did we respect 50% on these two bars? There's our breakout. Okay, there's your 8, 9, 10 pips. And now I'm going to break even. I'm reducing all risk in the trade. I'm going to break even now. Worst case scenario on this trade is I don't win anything, I don't lose anything. Okay? But when it comes in here, you might need to make a decision. But right now I'm risk free. So I know mentally the worst case scenario is I lose my profit on this trade. I might come down to a break even. Am I okay with that? I'm more than okay with that. Am I okay with taking a bigger loss? No. That's how you reduce your risk. For all those traders asking, how do you do risk management? That's one way of doing risk management. Maybe I took my break even too soon. Maybe I should have allowed it to come back down a little bit more, but that's all I'm willing to give on this trade because I'm counter trading the big red move. Now it might technically get rejected here and come back down. But if it comes back down, I'm giving it maybe right here, this body to body to pick up some liquidity. But even if it holds this red line, I'm still doing good. Mama Gift scalping, it's easy, just lower high to lower low. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. If you think that's what scalping is, just going lower or higher low to higher or lower low, good luck with that strategy. Please, if you can, come live and show us, demonstrate for us how you do that. I would love to learn that strategy from you. If you think that's what scalping is just buying a high and buying a low, or if you think that's what it is, please, please, mama, demonstrate this for us. USD, oh, sorry guys, USDJPY. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get really interested in one security. Okay, so USDJPY. Guys, if you're trading this, watch for red to break down and maybe continue to push down. Guys, I'm going to go a couple more minutes on this call and then I'm going to wrap it up. We were scheduled till 11, but I'm really tired. I'm going to go to sleep. Iliud, welcome. Thank you, bro. Wow, 233 likes. Guys, I appreciate. That means that each one of you guys on the call hit the like button. That's huge. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to sleep like a baby just because of all of those likes. Thank you. Okay, so you see how gold is a slow grind coming back up. You know, if this was New York volume, I guarantee you maybe we would be up 20, 30 pips up here. But this is the volume in Tokyo. Okay, so our candle closed red. We opened again bullish, ignited green. It came up, could not break up there. Now it's coming down. Maybe again, point of interest, retesting the 50% level. Can it come back down? Will it go back up? If it doesn't hold here, unfortunately it's coming back down in here. Okay, but if it does come down there, I'm still in profit because I'm at a break even right here where I entered the trade. So I could still allow it to possibly come back down, but I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it can pick up a higher low and go back up. Dinesh, the minimum deposit for Fusion, I believe might be $100, $100. Lee, very good. 50% line, nice work. Thanks from the Balkans. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, so see, now my profit is going down. What is it doing at the body to body? Now I want to see, will it pick up some buyers? Will it grab some bids in here? And my stop loss is there. Well, my break even is right there. Hopefully I can continue to hold this and the buyers step in. Maybe I can still be live to come up here and get that 10, 15 pip breakout. Okay, so we're gonna watch this. After this candle, guys, then I think we'll stay a little bit longer, and then we gotta bounce out of here. Deepak, welcome. Good morning. Okay, so we came down. Okay, that point of interest coming back up. Will it build? Will it consolidate? Will it flag over here? Did Bookmap freeze, guys? Is it? Did it freeze over here? Are we moving or what? Or it's just really slow right here? Danish, I just said, I believe the minimum deposit for Fusion Markets is $100, but just go to the website and check for yourself. But I believe it's $100. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Josh. $10. Perfect. Okay. But everybody, make sure you know for Thursday, okay, CPI, what we talked about at the beginning of the call. Friday, big earnings, okay, a lot of big banks in the US are reporting. United Health, if you do trade Dow Jones, that's the big name. Make sure you guys are aware Friday morning earnings. And also, if you didn't get to watch yesterday's webinar, it's on YouTube. That was on support and resistance, uptrends, downtrends, and static zones. Hopefully you guys watched that. You guys learned a little bit. It's right near. I'm watching. It's almost going to tap me out at break even. So this was my fault. I did not take out my pips up there. I was looking for more. Again, my fault. Okay, I was up right there. You can see didn't take out anything. Now retracing. Possible. Maybe my stop is too tight, but that's the rules of the game. I go to a break even. Oh, guys, my internet is not stable. That's why Bookmap is freezing over here. Okay, so guys, my internet is having some issues over here. Or it could be the market maker saying, Ron, you got to get off the call now. Josh, did I update the live status? Yeah, it's updated. 46, 13, and 3. I don't update it live, but if this trade goes to a break even, you'll see 4 BEs. Ignite Blaze, you would have cashed out when it hit the resistance level. It's all good. If you did, that's great. You know, just remember, you guys trade your own accounts. Okay, that's it for me. Break even trade close. No win, no loss. But for all of you guys that are tracking live trades, that will be under BE. I'm not a fan of these live trades. I really don't give a shit about that, to tell you the truth. But for you guys, for transparency, every single trade I take live, it goes in that win, loss, break even column. So guys, I just got closed out of this trade at break even. I didn't win. I was looking for that bigger break, and in this candle, the 15-minute candle, retrace back down. Could it go back up? Absolutely. But I got to go to sleep. I'll figure out the move tomorrow morning if I do decide to come back into the markets. But we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so guys, just over here on YouTube, I just want to show you guys right here. This is our YouTube channel. Someone was asking me yesterday during the webinar, do we have content? There's a shit ton of content here for you guys. Videos, go over here. Okay, you can see that there's a lot of stuff. There's a whole webinar on bullish candlestick family, bearish candlestick family, basics of forex. Anything you want to know about Bollinger Bands, VWAP, I'm talking about that, volume weighted average price. Here's your tutorial. EMAs, SMAs, inverse head and shoulder patterns, falling wedge, double bottoms, double tops, candlestick patterns, bullish flag patterns, all of this, guys. There's so much here, so much here. There's a lot of traders who don't even watch these videos, you know. There's so much information here that could really help you guys out. If you're interested in all of these videos, okay, we've been doing this, you can see how far back, 2 years, goes back 3 years. If you guys ever want to watch some fun stuff, when we first started, like 3 years ago, only 300 views. These are like old schools videos over here, you know. So if you want to watch and learn for free, okay, from a scammer over here, you can go ahead and learn in there. And this group over here, tradepassing.com, if you need help passing a prop firm, you're struggling, allow this company to do it for you, but it only works with these particular prop firms. So maybe they're going to add more in the future. Who knows? Okay, you guys know how it is with prop firms. Some days they're there, some days they're not there. So wow, okay, big green candle coming right out of there. So for you guys that are still in the buys, I hope this continues to break out for you guys. Maybe my stop loss again was too tight, but I'm trying to teach and educate here, okay? I could have left my stop loss open, absolutely, but I'm trying to teach and educate here how you guys can trade with proper risk management. If you guys think that that's too tight, remember what I said the other day. Instead of going to a break even, maybe keep it 5 pips below. Like where I had it down there, I could have decreased my risk and kept it right there. I could have. But this is something for you to decide, not me to decide for you. Okay, so I want to give you guys the different options and you guys decide what's best for you. Some of you guys still have your stop loss down here and allowing the entire trade to to develop. And if it comes back up here, this might be an additional 10 pip breakout and you might net 20. Then maybe if you're up 20 pips, you go to a break even. But remember, this is tight volume in Tokyo. In New York, if we had this green move, I guarantee you this in Comex in New York would not be 10 pips or 8 pips. This move would make our decision real easy. This would have been a 20, 25 pip trade on gold, just these 2 bars. I know how gold volume trades in New York, and right away when I went to break even, I would have been up. I would have been closed out of the trade at 20 pips, 100%, but this is Tokyo volume. But you can use the same type of setup, same style, but apply it to a different session with more volume and your trades will get you more pips, but also your stop loss. You got to also make room for that as well. Okay, guys, so thank you for me. I'm done for the night. I've had a long day today. I just want to go to sleep. I appreciate all of you guys on YouTube, Zoom. Thank you guys for all the donkeys that were here on YouTube. Thank you guys too for coming on and chirping. We appreciate you guys as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank you for the likes and have a good night, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, bro.